Luxembourg.
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 Borgor.
Luxembourg. I don't remember what I gotta do. Go, compass. Find Monsieur de Robespierre.
I just got a notification for your live stream.
Me too.
Monsieur de Lafayette, you are safe and sound.
Safe and sound indeed. But with a broken soul. I have just returned from Place Dauphine.
I understand, monsieur. The Garde Nationale.
I was too late. All these brave men, cut down in a single attack. Why was I not among them? Alas, I am condemned to outlive them, and to witness an even greater
an
calamity.
echo chamber or something?
What disaster do you fear, monsieur?
It's a highly sensitive matter. I've been waiting in vain for a message of the utmost importance.
Can you tell me more about it?
Ma foi, at
Empty
this
street
point,
with burning
I don't really
building.
have a
Get good
choice.
You can
acoustic,
speak
guys.
freely.
Before the king's attack, I sent a squad of horsemen on a very important assignment.
His hair
They were
looks
to
like a
collect a
heart.
precious cargo at Gros Caillou, not far from the Hotel des Invalides.
What sort of cargo?
I'm sorry, Aegis, but I swore on my life to keep it a
Alright,
secret.
you keep playing,
All I
I'll
can
be
tell
right
you
back.
is that it would give us a decisive advantage. But I haven't heard from my men. I'm worried that the exchange may have met with misfortune. It is paramount that I learn
Misfortune.
what happened and who has the cargo now. The future of the
Damn,
kingdom
look at this
depends on
bulge.
it.
Since it's so
I
important,
know.
I will go there
Extruding.
myself and
Man
attempt to
is
solve
packing
this
some
mystery.
serious heat.
That's a
Oof.
deadly weapon right there.
Yeah, it is. What? What?
Ah, you're back. Do you bring me glad tidings?
The abbot is safe and sound. He is at the
Oh.
Société des Amis des Noirs with Monsieur Raymond
Société
and the
des
Bishop of
Amis
Nancy.
des Amis
Very
des
well.
Noirs.
Very
Du-
well.
du-
May
French.
Providence allow them to reach us safely. Though I despise war, we must rally the people for battle as soon as possible. A reliable source tells me the arsenal at Les Invalides is overflowing with weapons, but a royal automat guards it. I now have no doubt that you are capable of defeating such a creature. But are you prepared to go back into the fray?
Yes, I am.
Very well. Try to clear the way so we can access the Hotel des Invalides. Once you've done that, we'll
Hotel.
take care of the rest. A handful of patriots are already there. Their task was to
Whoa,
open a passage to the
I'm
east,
dead.
through
Baba
the
dee
Faubourg
baba
Saint-Germain.
die.
Very well. I will go and find them. Were you present when the Estates General was dissolved?
Oui, madame. I had a front row seat.
I'm a madame.
I witnessed what it cost to defy the crown. We laid bare before the king the abject misery of his subjects. It was more than he could suffer. So he had the
Yes,
people's
I know.
representatives
Challenge
dispersed by
failed.
means of bayonets. At least we only had to contend with soldiers made of flesh and blood. Positively angelic
bet.
compared to the machines that have swept through Paris.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Robespierre.
Man, dang it. I didn't know that was there.
Les Invalides. Ooh. That's not what I want. Wait a second. There we go. Enter the garage.
There is no hope of reaching Les Invalides by the moat. I shall have to go round it through the Faubourg Saint-Germain. According to Monsieur de Robespierre, his men have cleared a path for me.
My life seems to be
Dieu
almost killing
tout-puissant.
myself
Madame de
in
Polignac.
the
It's dreadful, Aegis.
windy event.
All is lost.
How were you able to leave Saint Cloud?
Earlier, after you ventured out into the palace grounds, all of the machines that were guarding us set out after you. I seized the opportunity to go to the stables and jump into a horseless carriage.
Whoa.
What are you doing here, Madame?
The children, Aegis. Charlotte and the Dauphin. The Queen and the Marquis de Lafayette did everything they could do to save them from the King's madness. They spent days working out every detail of this operation with the greatest secrecy. The preparations for departure with our accomplices in the Queen's house. The children's escape, hidden inside this wagon. Our meeting here, in this very place. Then our departure with the riders who were to ensure our safe passage all the way to Austria. They would have been safe there with their uncle, the Emperor. But you can see for yourself. The children are nowhere to be seen. Poor Monsieur Cléry. He was the Dauphin's valet. The poor soul gave his life to protect the little ones.
The hell is my doing?
4 horses for 3 men. Someone is missing. Red cap with a rooster embroidered on it. A list of staging posts between Paris and Liège. Perhaps Madame de Polignac will know what this means.
How did I bring it back over here for some NPC? Oh, de-aggros, okay. Interesting.
Madame, the attackers all bear the same red cap with an embroidered rooster.
It's the symbol worn by those who support the Duc d'Orléans.
One of them had a map indicating all the staging posts from here to the Principality of Liège.
Liège? That rabble-ridden city is where the Duke and his miscreants have established their base.
Over here, there are 4 dead horses.
Oh,
And the body
Queen
of a
must
third
win the
man wearing a red cap.
chaser.
4 horses for 3 men. That means one assailant managed to get away. It's beyond doubt. The Duke's men have taken the children. They're the ones behind this ambush. And they knew every detail of our plans. We were betrayed.
Oh.
But surely the ambush did not go exactly as planned. 3 of them lost their lives.
That's true. If only we could catch the one who was able to escape. But now that I think about it, the riders that the Marquis de Lafayette promised us, if they made it here, they may have been able to surprise the kidnappers and stop them from carrying out their misdeed. By the grace of God, they may already be on their way to Vienna with the children.
I shall get to the bottom of this. Which garrison is this squad from?
They are stationed at the Hôtel des Invalides. The riders must have left from there.
Very well. I will try to retrace their steps. As for you, please return to the Queen at once. You have taken enough risks as it is.
Am I meant to
Find
get...
the children,
Oh,
Aegis.
this is how I'm meant to get
Je
home.
vous en supplie.
Whoa, I'm stuck. Wow, the last one was so easy. You literally finish it in like a minute. Okay, I'll do the other one tomorrow.
Monsieur de Robespierre's men had perished in the line of duty.
Athénaïs, pour l'amour de Dieu, run and hide!
What do you mean, Papa?
Hurry, I beg you! The Count is at our door. He shall take us away.
Good heavens!
Don't worry about me. Run, I say. Run!
Where could she have escaped to? I should keep looking.
What the fuck is that?
Wow.
Why is it ice?
No! No, proszę.
I'll come back and talk to you. There's more important things to figure out right now. Oh! Oh, that's actually hella nice. Oh crap! Oh, hello, new weapon. This is it. This is the one I'm gonna use forever. Upgrade. Ah. And I wish I didn't spec so much into agility now. Should have done more into elemental alchemy.
hiding place in the Luxembourg Gardens. If I could find out where it was, I could track down Athenais.
A note from Eugene de Vaucanson. Dear Monsieur, last week I agreed to give you my assistance for the upteenth time in finding Mademoiselle Athenais. To do this, I had to send 3 of my men to Luxembourg Gardens to search for her. I appreciate the importance of the work that you do for the kingdom, but you cannot use my services for your personal benefit with impunity and to the detriment of important police work. It is your responsibility, Monsieur, to control your daughter and to take the appropriate measures to stop her from running away. A young lady of her standing must not behave like a wild animal. Jean de... French words. I'm not gonna hurt myself trying to read them French names, French words. It ain't worth it. Actually, hold on. Boutique. Oh. Bounce back.
Oh my god, Princess, you've got some huge booba for a game that I wasn't expecting there to be booba in.
What game?
Minoria. Or Minora?
Oh, yeah.
Princess out here with like a whole kit hanging out.
Actually, I should have kept Hmm? Oh. Oh my god.
must carry on, I beg you!
I'll never make it. I'm out of breath.
Orlando, dear dear. Suzanne, just a bit more. We're almost there.
Stop walking. What the hell? Ah, the range, bro. Grenades. Combination grenades. I'm sorry, did that bitch just hit? Ow.
The Ottomans ravaged the church and slaughtered the faithful.
A letter from the parish priest of Elise Santa Maria. Dear Reverend Deacon, I am obliged to go to Orleans, where my sister, who has fallen ill, beckons me to her bedside. I therefore entrust you with the key to the ossuary, and ask you to preside over the funerals in my absence. May the Lord be with you, Father Nicola, Elise Santa Maria. Marie? Oh, is that a handshake? It is a handshake, but it's locked. Oh, you freaking serious?
I am home.
Alec.
Welcome home. Oh, I have that.
No. Come in.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Bob.
She's AFK right now.
I know she's been tired.
Oh. I was just not talking. Blah is experiencing the bad poops.
That's what I figured.
She is watching through YouTube.
Also what I figured.
Are you streaming this right now?
Yeah, she is.
Oh shit. That'd be PG-13 now, that'd be good.
Oh, I've already sworn several times. Say the P word. Poopy.
Venus is a little more PG rated.
Blah, I don't know why you didn't expect that given it's the topic of the hour.
Girl, why are you always having the bad poop? It's like every other day you got the bad poop. Where's your fucking fiber?
Fiber?
How about you
Like,
stop?
are you
How about you stop eating things that give you the bad poops, girl?
That's
What did
everything
you
though.
eat? What did you eat today, girl?
Stop eating oily shit. What the fuck?
That's the good shit though.
Yeah, but if it's giving her the bad poops, she needs to stop.
It's the bad shit.
But good food though.
No buts.
No, you don't understand. Literally, like 5 out of the 7 days in the past week, she's had bad poops.
Outside. Oh no.
It's going to give way.
I'm not really there for about poops. I've been here like one or twice, and that's about it.
No, Blah's bad poops are pretty frequent. I'm not even here that much during the week, and I know that Blah's got bad
No,
poops
she
more
has-
often than not have bad poop.
Girl, how about you just... Oh shit, is she gonna die?
Spider-Man.
Oh, that's blood on the floor. Uh-oh.
For a brief moment, we
Girl.
were talking about Blah, and I was like, what?
Girl, if boyfriend taking you to go eat food that gives you the bad poops, just don't fucking go. Tell him no, it gives me the bad poops. I'ma sit on the toilet for an hour. Then eat slower. Stop making dumb decisions, girl. What the frick?
It's just our nature.
Girl, you're not at the age where you can make those foolish decisions like that anymore. I'll consume fast.
But speedrun. Yeah, they come for that for a
Wow.
record.
No.
Capsules, holy shit.
Alec, you're still young. You don't know.
No,
the
you
things yet.
truly do not understand.
Blah, I thought you were just gonna stop there and say, I'm too old to inhale, and that was it. And then I was gonna say, damn, she really did die having bad poops.
She's never gonna learn, bro.
Actions has consequences.
Actually, though.
I have that persona.
You know what I got a like super sudden craving for?
What?
Have you ever been to like the carnival and there were those lolly stands or like candy stands, and there was like this strip of like jelly like candy, but not really jelly, like it wasn't super soft, but it was like a strip of these like noodle like things, and it was covered in like that sour sugar stuff.
Funnel cakes?
You know what? Is that what they're called?
Is it put in a fryer?
No.
Oh, that's not
It's
it.
like it's a candy. It's a sweet.
No, I don't know what this is.
Hang on. Sour strip. Sometime it looked like this, or
Oh,
like
shit, the name
this.
escapes me. I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. I haven't had one of those literally, I think, since I was a child, and suddenly out of nowhere I had a craving for it.
Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
I have no idea why,
Don't be afraid.
and I just wanted to share that with
I
you all.
mean you no harm.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Seigneur, he can speak.
What do you want with us, Automat?
What happened in this church?
You should know. It was your kind that slaughtered these lambs. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a chance either.
Where are the survivors?
They're hiding in the catacombs behind the church.
There's also the gentleman that the automats took alive.
Where did they take the gentleman?
We haven't the slightest idea.
That's enough questions now. Leave us be, Vertu.
Oh, buddy, you okay? What the fuck? Power belts is what Blah says.
Oh, yes. Thank you, my hero.
I only know them by Sour Punch, because I know the brand that makes those also makes Sour Punch straws.
Oh, not good. I had tofu last night. I just made like some, I cut some tofu up and I stuck it on a pan with some soy sauce and ginger garlic, and some sesame. And I just had that on some rice. That's it.
Girl, are you unable to tell if something's gonna be too fatty just by looking at it? And why would you eat?
Not to waste food, probably.
That's a dumb reason to eat food that'll give you the bad poops.
Do you, like, in the greengrocer or whatever is closest to you, do you get, like, those boxes that are just, like, a random box of vegetables?
Eyesight.
That's not.
What the fuck
Or,
did
like,
she...
the ugly box or whatever?
She's sitting on the shitter because she ate something that gave her the bad poops. She's dumb.
It-
Oh, okay. I know some greengrocers will have, like, a box of, like, fruit and veg that you can buy for dirt cheap because it doesn't fit the, like... This is gonna sound real dumb, but it doesn't fit the, the food beauty standard. So, like, it's a wonky apple or it's a carrot with 2 legs, stuff like that. Yeah. And you'll get, like, a whole week's worth of vegetable for, like, $2.
I have no idea what the hell this is. My grocery stores
What
don't
I'm
have
talking
that.
about,
Yeah.
or what? Where
None
you
of my
are?
grocery stores have this. They just throw out vegetables that are old.
Yeah. Or it'll be like it has 1 bruise.
No, nothing's discounted. It's you either buy it as is or they'll just start chucking it out later.
Yeah. I know in our greengrocers here, they have like, I think it's actually just called the ugly box, where like they'll have fruit and veg that aren't like picture perfect in a box. Yeah. And it's stupid cheap. But it's like random, whatever appears in the box. So sometimes you get
This
good
sounds
stuff,
like a mom and pop store thing, not a grocery chain.
Oh
thing.
yeah. It'll be like the local greengrocer, not like the big chains. Although I think some
Those
big
don't
chains
exist in
here-
California.
Motherfucker. Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Not
Not
where
in
I
South
live.
California.
Green deaths.
Where I live
Yeah,
is too
California is like
urban.
fucking 3 states long of a normal state. What do you want? It's a big place. I can speak entirely for Oregon because Eastern Oregon doesn't count.
Oregon doesn't count.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, what's the West Coast states? We got Washington and California.
Washington doesn't count either. It's just
And?
California.
You shut the fuck up. Washington's only included on that list because so many people are like, where's your capital? Oh, it's Washington, D.C. Oh, in the state of Washington, right? Right? No, it's in Maryland.
That's just because naming conventions for the United States is stupid. That doesn't mean Washington's any use.
No, it just means that people will remember it more than Oregon. You know, you say
do you mean?
Oregon
Oregon
and they
trails.
go like, yes, that's the only reason people would remember it. But do you know how many people fucking remember anything from fucking elementary school? No, no one remembers anything in elementary school.
I learned my times.
I mean, I feel like that's only marginally less important than asking if Washington, D.C. is in the state of Washington. 'Cause, like, the only people that ask that are non-Americans, and non-Americans are generally smarter than Americans. So they'd have to be pretty fucking dumb.
I've never seen someone be racist to themselves, but I have now.
What?
No, the non-Americans interested in moving to America might be smarter than average Americans. I assure you there's dumb people around the globe.
It's true.
Right, that's why I said the only people asking that are stupid people. Where am I going?
It's easily to, like, Washington D.C. thing is pretty easy to confuse.
Yeah. I didn't know that Washington, the capital, was in Maryland until I was like
It's not in Maryland.
11th grade. It's not.
Washington, D.C. is its own
no.
little province.
That's right.
Inside of Maryland.
That
Yes.
doesn't mean it's part of Maryland.
It's
Does it-
literally inside of it.
No, it doesn't.
It's like how,
wedged between Maryland and Virginia.
The way that I thought of it is because it's similar to how the Australian Capital Territory is inside New South Wales. Quite literally, it's its own little bubble, about 3.5 hours away from Sydney. But it's entirely consumed by New South Wales, the state. It's very dumb.
That's not okay. On a technicality, you could consider it inside Washington only because it's right next to a river, and the river is the border of Maryland.
That makes it inside fucking Maryland.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It has its own borders.
Okay, it's still inside of it. I'm not saying it's a part of Maryland, I'm saying it's inside. As in, you put something in a bucket, it's not part of the bucket, right? It's still contained by Maryland. Like, I'm not gonna go, Vatican City isn't in Italy. It's in Italy. It's so in Italy. It is contained by Italy. But Vatican City isn't Italy.
That's like saying Rhode Island is in Massachusetts.
What are you talking about?
Rhode Island is sandwiched between Massachusetts and Connecticut.
Right.
That's the same situation as DC between Maryland and Virginia. But you're not going to say
There
Rhode
you go.
Island is in Massachusetts.
Road is land. Give me a map. Give me a useful map. Map. Rhode Island. No, I'm not gonna say it's part of. What is this? Connecticut and Massachusetts. One, because two different states. That's hard to say. It's like, I don't know, surrounded. Because by that logic, like, everything's part of everything. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Rhode Island works the same as an argument for the thing that is literally inside the territory of another thing.
It is not. It has its own freaking borders. It's not Washington, D.C., comma, Maryland. It's just Washington, D.C.
But it's like literally fully inside Maryland. Like all of it is encompassed by that, right?
That doesn't change anything.
It does though.
No, it isn't. It has a full-ass border touching a river.
Okay, the river is fucking part of Maryland.
No, it isn't.
I'm sure there's like 17 fishing laws that argue against that, where it's like half the river is Maryland, half the river is Virginia. Usually that's the way things fucking shake out, where they're like, how do we determine who gets to
Potomac
fish where?
River
And
runs west, creates a natural border between Maryland and Virginia.
Right.
It is not part of Maryland. It is the border between Maryland and Virginia. Depending on what riverbed side you're on, There are probably different fishing laws you have to follow.
God, I hate looking at maps.
We need a friend that specializes in geography.
Yeah, we need a new friend.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any suggestions?
Sure, let me
know
ring
what?
up my
Hold on.
geography buddies. No, sidebar. I'm hungry again. Because I only made a little bit of food and I don't feel like cooking again. Ergo, I'm gonna get something to eat. So, my friends, my question to you is what should I get to eat?
Fried chicken.
I hate this river. Why is it so long? Why
Washington,
is it so
D.C.
tight?
is not located in any of the 50 United U.S. states. It is located in the District of Columbia. That is what D.C. stands for.
This river is so fucking long.
Yes, chicken
I'm
sandwich.
already lost here. We're going with fucking river time. Why is it? This is horrible.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go summon my brother to see if he too wants a chicken sandwich. I don't think he will, but I'm gonna ask him anyway.
It's still fucking going.
What the fuck is that? Where the hell? Oh, this is where I'm. Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
it splits. Which one do I follow? The one that's slightly bigger but also going to the west, or the one that's going down?
what are you looking for?
The river. It's forked.
Start from the ocean, go in,
No, fuck you.
then suffer.
Just give me a direction.
It goes both ways.
Straight fork.
Just 'cause
Straight
it forks doesn't mean it's not part of the same river. Like, get the gin, this is where I'm supposed to get.
I don't know. It has the label straight fork on it, so it's not gay anymore.
Does that mean curved forks? Does that mean all forks are gay? Because they're all technically curved?
Yes.
Damn, I've been sticking gay forks in my mouth? Oh shit, that makes me gay.
No, it's only gay if you like it.
I mean, it brings food into my mouth, and I do like that.
Okay, you're gay.
Oh, crap. I gotta go straighten up my forks now.
Also, when a fucking river forks, no, it isn't the same river. It turns into two different rivers.
Part of the same major river, it's the same fucking...
True, but they're also different. Mostly because this one's getting named Straight Fork, and then I'm like, okay, I'll follow the bigger one. Clearly, this will be the same river. And then I'm scrolling through it. It's now called Cold Spring Run. Or is that a town next to it? I don't fucking know.
I'm telling you, we need a friend who's good at geography to tell us this shit.
Desperately need a friend. Does Blah have any insights on this? Because I haven't been paying attention.
No.
Nope. Okay, good. Because maybe she's really good at geography.
The one area of expertise that we never expected her to be good at.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's like, oh shit, this is my time.
I reveal my superpowers of knowing what geography is.
What the hell's the point of this? There's nothing down here. Oh, do I go across? Oh, I go across. But first, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing else here. Can't go that way. Over there. Came from down. Wait, can I get up there? Okay, Oh, this game does not give you upgrade materials for shit. Look at this. Oh.
The debt was no longer sustainable, Your Majesty. Your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit, and which is now forcing us to levy new taxes. Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, Your Majesty, as long as it is distributed fairly. The representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Your Estates General. Nothing good can come of it. You have roused the spirit of rebellion. All I hear about are their damned cahiers de doléances. My rightful enjoyment is being challenged. The streets of Versailles are teeming with loudmouth fanatics with sacrilegious thoughts. Tell me, Monsieur le Ministre, have you purposely set this army of the unwashed against me?
Your Majesty, I have always been your most faithful servant.
Beware, Necker. Beware. I have a surprise in store for anyone who dares attack my throne.
Bro, if the last boss of this game's like a fucking dragon automaton, I'm fucking losing shit. This looks like a boss room. No shot this is actually a boss room, right? Wait, hold up. I'm coming back. I gotta go, and some... What? Come on, Dad.
Too bad. Suffer.
Oh no. Oh no. Daisy. Okay, go this way. What was in here? That's an item. This way. Go this way. Ooh. Goodbye. This way. Gosh. Aegis, you okay? Oh my god. You just freaking the fuck out. Okay, that. Wow, I'm like 300 short. Okay. Boutique, sell. Do I not have anything cheaper to sell? Okay. Those, upgrade. Oh, I'm like 3,000 short, my bad. Okay, now I can go. Close. The Bosch. Loser, you missed. Bless you. Birdman. Oh, fuck me. Yes.
You want to get fucked by a bird, man?
Wee. Alright, show me the boss. Oh my god, is it a rook? Holy crap, are they chess pieces? What was the first boss? It was like an angel looking thing. Oh my god.
I thought you said Rook, and I'm like, from One Piece? Yeah, I know.
Ooh, Clockwork Man? Him have key for weapon. Oh. What? What are you doing? What is this nonsense? Oi! Oi! Let me hear this. Hey.
Hello.
Okay, I don't think we can carry.
Hello.
So where was your time in the
Done with your poops,
How's
lady?
my time on the what?
restroom?
Yes. To the question.
Okay, mine wasn't a yes or no question, but sure.
Oh, you did a little spinny spin and then attack.
Yes, I've done that many times. You only just noticed this?
No, like it was a different kind of
Oh, it's the same one every time.
free.
Oh, I've always done this one. Hey, can you stop doing freaking elbow slam? It's too much.
Oh!
I'm gonna slam dunking here, okay?
Oh my god.
Can you stop my slam dunks?
No, the answer is
Oh.
oh.
Oh, it didn't hit me? What? Oh, a rook. Yeah, look at that.
No.
That was easy as hell. What?
Suzanne, my dear Suzanne, take my hand, please. Don't let them take me away. No. Oh no, this has to stop. I don't want to be tormented anymore.
That is not my intention. I have come to rescue you.
Rescue me? But what on earth are you?
It is of no importance. What did you see and hear before you regained consciousness?
I had frightful visions, rageful wraiths filled with pain and sorrow. And it was cold enough to curdle the blood. Oh, it's impossible to describe. All the rage and anger. I was in another body, I think. So big, so powerful. And there was this commanding voice, ordering me to spread terror and death. Did I really hear it? Or did I momentarily lose my mind?
Who are
Cindy,
you,
what
monsieur?
meats did we eat today?
I'm Jacques Necker, Ministre des Finances.
Yeah, but what
I
animal?
was before I was captured. But this
Both of
situation
us?
suggests that the king has decided to dismiss me from his service.
What does he accuse you of?
My alleged connivance with the third
What was
estate,
the one with like the
most
gold
of all,
crispy looking skin that wasn't
having been the
crispy?
first to ask to convene the estates
Oh,
general.
that explains so much. What's
How
the red
and when
one?
were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled our home to hide not far from there, in the Église Sainte-Marie. But we didn't stand a chance against the machines. They overran the nave, wantonly mowing down the faithful. My wife. My poor wife. She wasn't able to escape. I'm sadly convinced of this. As for me, my life was spared only so I could be tormented. What is the meaning of all this?
Tormented.
What will you do now?
There is no future for me in this kingdom. I need to find a safe place where I can prepare for my departure as soon as possible.
I will take you to the Cordelier convent. You will be safe there.
Luxembourg. Wait. There was a save thingy right outside. Are you gonna teleport me somewhere else? That's rude as fuck.
A la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur.
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you.
Welcome to our stronghold. My dude,
As you
I
can
got
see,
there
the
before
most
you did.
exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most
They've taken
determined are
over
already planning our
your
counterattack.
base.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered
You know
in a
that,
telescope.
like,
They
the
swore not to
meme
separate until they
where
established a
someone's like,
constitution
I
for the
made
nation.
this, and hands
But
it
that
to
was not the
another
only
person,
I was
and the other
like,
person looks at
All
it.
the
I made
honourable
this.
men who were at Versailles,
Yeah.
representatives of
That's
the
what it is.
countries, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
If portals existed in real life, how would we determine the distance to take a trip?
No
What?
other retreat
Like,
inspires such peace and
okay, so
contemplation.
portals exist in real life, but clearly they're
this building
publicly
has
funded
always felt like
portals,
a
like
fortress to
trains
me.
and whatnot.
Just
So
look
you're
at how
only going
thick
from
these
like
walls are.
major city to
For
major
2 whole
city,
days,
and
the
maybe a
Patriots
small.
in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia Convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre.
If we're
A
talking
labyrinth
about
he is said to
portals,
know like the back of his hand.
I would probably
If
do
anyone can help
by
you navigate
time.
the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille,
Because of
it is the
portals being
elusive Monsieur
instantaneous, his feet are
Very
stuck
well.
in the floor.
I will go
Looking
and
through the floor.
find him.
Because portals are instantaneous transfer, I wouldn't count the distance because you're not really going that distance, you're just getting zooped.
Monsieur Necker,
I owe you my life, madame. So I'm embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear. After everything I've done for him. My abnegation.
I mean, if it's transportation that everyone can use, I think you would omit the distance because if everyone's aware of the portals and how they function, then saying like, oh, I went from Oregon to Maine, and people are like, oh, you probably took portals then, because, that's the common method of transportation now.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refused to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts, bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire de fer in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there.
Oh, so
I
like,
wager
would you
there's
say you
enough in
went
there to
thousands of
sully his
miles to
reputation
Maine
100
instead of
times
just
over? You must
walking
retrieve these bonds post-haste,
significantly
madame.
less through
They
portal?
must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église Sainte-Marie, on Rue de Bourgogne.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
Alec, what are your thoughts?
See here. A letter addressed to Abbe Gregoire. To Abbe Gregoire, parish priest of Embermenil, Montpellier. The rules of our order forbid us from taking part in secular affairs. It is through prayer and prayer alone that we shall save the souls of those whom the Lord, in his holy grace, decides to call back unto him. I entrust you with the reliquary of our brotherhood and pray that you, as well as those who took shelter by your side in the refectory of our convent, will keep it safe from the destruction that could befall us. May God keep you and protect you. Father Etienne, Prior of the Order of Observant Friars Minor. Oh, another one. What's this one? A letter addressed to Julian Raymond from Aquain Saint Domingui, 20th of March, 1789. God willing, this letter reach you before the Estates General. We encourage you to rage whilst at Versailles, and not merely stick to agricultural issues. We must argue that we have no deputies, and that whatever the white representatives demand should not be the law for us. Stand strong and fight the contempt they have for us. We also recommend that you speak with Monsieur Necker. His charitable work exudes humanity, and hint that he is a man who is open to the oppressed. Farewell and good health, your friend and brother, Francois Raymond.
Francois.
Pamphlet denouncing Necker. Lamine. Bless you.
Wow.
Lamine du Puepu. No, see. This is a. I'm gonna. Hold on. I have to read this thing. That's
Bless
not
you.
it. Not this. Pamphlet denouncing Necker. A political and impartial journal by Monsieur Marat. 11th of May, 1789. Oh, this is long. May use our wit, finesse, audacity, and they didn't use an Oxford comma. Did Oxford comma exist back in this time? Anyway, audacity and tenacity if they are not employed in favor of the common good. The people shall not forget that a year ago Monsieur Necker signed a pact of organized famine by announcing in the summer of 1788 the threat of a shortage to come. He deliberately stoked the high cost of bread. Then, using this inflation as a pretext, he established a public monopoly, depriving bakers of their freedom to procure their supplies as they see fit. This, dear readers, is how our philanthropist has monopolized all the grain in the kingdom to allow his accomplices to benefit from speculation. His friends, ministers, lords, heads of the judiciary, and other clever scoundrels were involved in this plot. Together, these brigands built a profitable business on the misfortunes of the kingdom, with the support of all the servants and whores of the court. My pen is free, citizens, and it will relentlessly pursue Monsieur Necker as long as he remains at the helm of the kingdom's affairs. It will reveal his crimes until, unable to escape the righteous anger of the people, the starver seeks to save himself by taking flight. I wanna open the box in that one warehouse, but I cannot. A workshop, I mean? Oh my god, it really did rip me all the way. Oh wait, there's more.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Monsieur Bailly.
Ah, mademoiselle. I am very pleased to find you here with us
He's got a
within the
very
shelter
long
of these
face.
walls.
I found a document written in a script that I was unable to read.
Let me see. Ah, je vois.
Je
These
vois.
pages were written using some sort of shorthand. A variation on Taylor's system, no doubt. I'm wont to use it myself from time to time while jotting down my ideas as they come.
What does it say?
It's a bit difficult to decipher. Je crois. I believe it's an autopsy report. The author writes that the subject died from a large dose of prussic acid.
What is prussic acid?
My apologies, Aegis, but I'm no
Acid
chemist.
from that
You should ask
pussy.
Mr. Lavoisier.
Why did this fall down?
Goodbye,
I'm sorry,
Monsieur B.
that was bad.
Why did this fall down?
I don't know what you said, but I don't like it.
Go over. Go over here.
Monsieur de Mirabeau.
Have your efforts paid off?
Hello.
Minister Necker
Hola.
claims that you are a familiar face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old
He's
story.
so hot
Will it hound
outside.
me until I have drawn my
I ended
last
up just
breath?
going to the
This,
store
madame,
to
is
get it.
nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain.
It's close to home,
dispel.
so it wasn't too
To
bad.
what
that's
do I
good.
owe the displeasure of having
Yeah.
to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the King's chambers.
What luck could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see.
His face kind of
Well,
reminds me of the
let
dude that
think.
plays Hannibal
Who
Lecter.
could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing
You
that
mean
can
Hannibal
resist the
Lecter?
expertise of our dear Monsieur Bailly.
What's his name?
Why don't you
Anthony
ask him
something?
for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
No, his name's literally
Now, who
Hannibal
else
Lecter.
might be
Oh,
of
shut up.
use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier.
Yeah, it's
as
real
well.
weird. They hired
Our
the
gunpowder
fucking actor with the
commissioner.
same name as the
I'm
character.
sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can
Yeah.
use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Good.
Anthony something?
I will go
Tony
and find
something?
him.
Now, if you'll forgive me,
I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for
I
everything.
hate that the
In that
only
case,
Anthony name
it has
that
been
came to
a
mind
pleasure,
was Anthony Bourdain.
The cooking guy?
Yeah, the cooking guy.
Anthony
Why do you hate
Hopkins.
that?
Anthony Hopkins. Decipher the notes. Deciphering notes?
Monsieur Lavoisier,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
what is prussic acid?
It's a volatile compound extracted from Prussian blue, which is a pigment derived from the cochineal, an insect.
What does it do?
Oh, it's a lethal poison, of the most dangerous sort. Though at weaker doses, it merely induces a deep soporific state, or a coma, if you will.
A deadly poison.
Aegis? Is everything all right?
I would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And
Oh,
how
that
can I be
chest.
of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my pockets?
I don't know, look at that bomb dick.
I apologize.
Got him.
It was Monsieur de Mirabeau's idea.
Mirabeau? What is this ridiculousness? I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at. Where is the animal? So we can ask him what's truly going on.
He has left. He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Eh bien, I'm sorry,
Urgent
madame.
matter
If I
for
could
what?
inspect the safe and determine
But
what
he's
metal was
literally in
used in its
ruins.
fabrication, I might be able to find a solution. But given the circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help you.
I understand. How do you intend to counter the king's actions?
Unfortunately, we don't have the upper hand. For now, we can only hope to protect ourselves from him. I am convinced that something is afoot. Something that could destroy all our hopes in an instant.
You have my full attention.
You should know that I am a gunpowder commissioner. As such, I oversee the provision of gunpowder to the kingdom's arsenals, l'Arsenal de Paris in particular. For the past 2 days, a large quantity of gunpowder from Marsangy has been sitting near Les Invalides. It's in a warehouse by the factories. But the men I sent to take possession of the cargo and transport it to the Arsenal have gone missing. Do you realize what this means?
The gunpowder could have fallen into our enemy's hands.
It's possible. One thing is certain. It's enough to destroy half of Paris. Whether it is still in the warehouse or has fallen into the wrong hands, we must find it urgently. Then, if possible, we must neutralize it.
How?
Simply by placing it in contact with water. Nothing could be easier in theory, but we must find a
Have
way
you
to flood
considered
it.
growing a beard so it just gets stuck in your beard and you feel disgusting like 15 minutes later,
most
right?
desperate of situations, and you want to deprive us
No.
of such a valuable resource. What will our cannons
have
use
not.
once we have formed our army of patriots?
Your army, Marquis, is presently but a figment of your imagination.
I see.
Yeah, it's not
so
all
you're
it's
one
cracked
of
up
those
to be.
men who would sound the retreat before the battle has even begun.
I will go to the warehouse. Once I have located the powder, I will decide what to do with it.
Blah. Which of the BTS songs do you think is the
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
How was your search at the Vaucansons' home?
I found this penknife there. I was struck with a vision as soon as I picked it up. I saw Mademoiselle de Vaucanson running from the Comte de Cagliostro. This letter refers to a hiding place where she often sought refuge. It's in the Jardin du Luxembourg.
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I were walking in the Luxembourg Gardens when suddenly Athénaïs jumped out from our hiding place like a wild animal. It was a startling, almost frightening sight. The spot is on the edge of the garden, hidden by vegetation between 2 statues.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks, and tripods, but I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. Monsieur d'Embirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme, so that we might ask him?
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the convent? That's madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
That's what I'm
Intriguing
saying.
indeed.
Why would you leave? It's so... Okay. Let's go find this hiding place. Don't touch me, bitch. Go that way. Got dead end. That was an exit only. Over this way. Oh, jeez, hello. I'm pretty sure there are people that do that already. I mean, I guess, but who's gonna be the judge of that? Alright, man, slut. Yeah, it does. How do I get back over there? I don't know. How did I get in there in the first place? Fuck. God, I hate this camera. How do you expect her to get in again? Ow. About the what? Oh, A Plague Tales?
You misunderstand, monsieur. I just want to ask you a few questions. Athenais' hiding place. A fight took place here.
A Letter on the Blind by Dennis Diderot. A handwritten notice scrawled on the first page of this book. Because here, in the sacred temple of nature, where, being in company of men, I enjoyed my cherished solitude, that I felt closest to you. Who would believe that I never met you? Yet here you are, or yet you are here, by my side, tender and protective. Will we ever see each other again? Monsieur Diderot seems not to believe it, and the thought gives me a chill. I want to believe in heaven, my dear Mamam, and believe that you are waiting for me there. A devet. A devet.
Franciscus Antonius. What unusual names. Whose king could this be? Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
Now you want me to go back, huh? Damn, if I didn't have that token... Oh, damn. Poor guy. Do you think he died to drowning or died to the spear?
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the Empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santé, our most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between 2 planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
Not really.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
It is true that every reform must be approached with prudence. This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land.
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hôtel de Massiac alive.
Did you go to the Hôtel de Massiac?
No, not yet.
Remember, it's by Les Halles, just west of the Marché des Innocents.
I found a cane inscribed with the name Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I'm sorry.
My respects, Monseigneur.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Merry. The path that led us to this convent was not an easy one, believe me.
Do the four names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
The Franciscan order, perhaps?
Go on.
Franciscus Assisiensis, the founder of the order.
A lot of SNIs, more than Mississippi.
Antonius Patervinus, one of its most illustrious members. I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's all I can think of.
Aegis, I'd like to talk to you about my research. Do you have a few moments to spare for me?
Certainly, mon père. I am listening.
I've carefully collected the testimony of our companions here. Then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation of the man who calls himself Cagliostro. I came to quite the shocking conclusion. I believe I have discovered how the royal automats remain constantly in motion, like clocks that never need winding. They get their energy from the souls of the dead, Aegis. They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described by Monseigneur de la Fare. These machines feed on the dead. The greater the massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed, mon père?
I believe there is always hope, Aegis. As long as I remain free to pursue my research, I will never lose faith. I keep thinking about the three Nemes. These echoes. All of this is clearly related to Nicholas Flamel's work.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami. And this leads me to fear the worst.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who died nearly 4 centuries ago?
Not him, per se. Rather, the heretic who is exploiting his discoveries. This poses a grave danger to us all.
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, near the Hôtel de Ville. He had the priests forcibly removed. They hardly even had time to save the church's sacred relics. Since then, only our Father in heaven knows what they've been doing there, hidden away from the people of Paris.
Mon Dieu. Flamel's tomb.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that Flamel was buried with his lapis philosophorum.
What is the lapis philosophorum, mon père?
The Philosopher's Stone. Where do I begin? No one knows its true nature. or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grant untold riches and eternal life to whoever possesses it. Its very existence is questioned, of course. But if it's true, just imagine what sinister purpose the king and his accomplices might find for it. We must elucidate this matter at any cost.
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. The priests always ensured that it remained undisturbed, despite the mystery surrounding it. But now they're no longer there to protect it. We need to know for certain.
But how? There are automats everywhere.
Aegis,
Oui, mon père.
will you help us get to the bottom of this?
Did you not say that it was impossible to enter the church?
There is perhaps a solution. The penitence door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and good fortune to lead the procession. Here is the key.
Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
Let's see. François Antoine. No, that doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Désolé, ma chère.
Goodbye, Mom. Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Agent.
Franciscus Antonius. Do these names mean anything specific to you?
François Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan. The affair took place during the reign of Louis the Beloved, just a few leagues from the castle where I grew up. I was still a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Monsieur Necker,
Madam.
do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing at all. I'm very sorry that I'm of no help to you.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
I'm not done investigating.
Don't give up. I remember the last time I saw my poor wife. We were in the Église Sainte-Marie on Rue de Bourgogne. That's in the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. As for the bonds, you'll find them in the Armoire de Fer, in the Palais des Tuileries.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening.
I went to the meeting point you indicated. I had an unexpected encounter there.
Get to the facts. Who did you meet there?
Madame de Polignac, the Queen's favorite. She made no secret of her reason for being in that desolate place. So now I know all about the precious cargo that is the cause of your great concern.
Seigneur. The children. What happened? Tell me that nothing bad has happened to them.
That remains to be determined. One thing is certain. Charlotte and the young Dauphin are missing. The evidence points to an ambush by the Duc d'Orléans' men. They apparently attacked the wagon the children were hiding in.
How the hell did they know?
This ambush could not have taken place without an accomplice. You were betrayed.
A plague on Orléans and his damned informants. They have taken the children.
That still remains to be seen. It seems that the Duke's men were interrupted while carrying out their task. 3 of them lost their lives. A 4th was able to escape.
Excellent. I bet it was my hussars who sent the vermin running. But why the hell haven't they reported to me yet?
Only they could tell you that.
Would you be so kind as to go and find them? The lives of these poor children hang in the balance. My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides. That's from where they were to set off for Gros Caillou.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
Eh bien.
No.
I have it on good authority that he is in the quarries in Montmartre. He's the only person who could show you a way to reach...
I found a cane engraved with the name Franciscus Antonius. Who could it belong to?
Let me think a moment. Je vous prie. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Momolo, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name engraved on it.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Rob. Monsieur le...
What can I do?
Do the names Franciscus...
No, nothing.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with... I'm sorry, madame.
I did not find the work...
Vraiment?
I did not...
Vraiment? It's near Les Ambes...
Goodbye, monsieur. Monsieur B. Does the name Franciscus Antoine...
We scholars have the strange... I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. But no matter how hard I'm afraid it doesn't ring a...
Monsieur...
I'm listening.
Goodbye. Monsieur...
Madame?
Goodbye,
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel?
I have done nothing yet.
Don't take too long. Don't forget that the tomb is in the crypt of the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, under the cemetery. The church isn't far from the Hôtel de Ville.
Goodbye. Monsieur...
What can I do for...
Goodbye.
Did you...
No.
Remember,
See...
Talk to everyone possible about... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to get rid of all the options. That's up to you.
did you go to the Hotel de Mas...
No.
Remember...
See you later.
Oops.
Did you...
No.
Remember,
Oh.
See...
We'll do this tomorrow. I am tired. Goodbye, Steve.